oops, not page 61, on page 233, number 61, on page 233 says, I gotta get my glasses because I can't see in front. Log base 4 of x minus log base 4 of x minus 1. And that's going to equal a half. So whenever you got more than one, when you're solving, this means we want to solve for x that's going to make this problem true. So whenever you're solving and you got more than one log base, we're going to do it just like the trail walk problem we did. We got to condense this to one log. So again, you see this is positive, this one's minus. So the one that's got the positive in front goes on the top, the one with the minus goes on the bottom, and we get this right here by condensing. Now, once you condense a log problem, you're going to change it to an exponential problem by doing base stays base, the other two play switcheroo. So this 4 is the base, so we get 4 to the 1/2 power is going to equal x over x minus 1. Again, base stays base, the other two play switcheroo. They switch sides. Now you need to know something that we talked about. If you have a root, the rth root of b to the n can be written as b to the, and the thing inside there is your exponent on the top, and the root is your bottom part of your exponent. This is a rational or fractional exponent. So this 4 to the half, what this means is, this is the square root of 4 equals x over x minus 1. So I hope you all know the square root of 4. The square root of 4 is 2. So I get x over x minus 1. Now I got to multiply this thing over to that side. So I get 2 times x minus 1 equals x. Then I distribute 2. And I get 2x minus 2 equals x. And I'm going to subtract 2x over to the other side. And 1x minus 2x is negative 1x. And then I divide by negative 1. And I get that x equals 2. Now you have to take your answer and you have to go back up and check in the original problem to make sure these work. We had x equal 2. So if you don't remember, this number after logs, whatever's in here, has to be greater than 0. So if you plug a 2 in right here, that's greater than 0. And you plug 2 in here, 2 minus 1 is greater than 0. So this is going to be my answer. So I'm going to show you that I can check to make sure that's my answer. Now my computer has been, my video camera has been messing up. And I do not know if you guys can see. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Can you guys see the camera on your screen? Will someone please answer and tell me if you can see the camera on your screen? Yes or no, please. Can you see the camera, the calculator on my screen? You cannot. Okay, how about, can you see it over there where you get the people turned on?
Yes.
Can you see it now or not? Over there where it says who's at the meeting?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, great. So I'm going to type in what it says up there on the screen into my calculator. And turn this around so it faces me though. All right, so I'm going to turn this thing on. I'm going to go ahead and clear this off. So I'm going to hit math, and I'm going to arrow up to log base and hit enter. And that's log base 4 of x. Well, we found x to be 2, so I'm going to stick 2 in there. And then I'm going to go minus, and I'm going to hit math and arrow up to log base again and hit enter. And then that's log base 4. And then it was x, oops, it was x minus 1, but we got x to be 2. So I'm going to stick 2 minus 1 in those parentheses. And so I stuck my answer in there. When I hit equals, I should get a half. So I hope you can all see that I got a half for that answer. So that shows that x equals 2 is the right answer. I'm going to show you another way you could get that same answer with your calculator. And here's what you can do. You can go to y equals right under the screen and go to your y equals. I'm going to clear these off. And then I'm going to type in log base 4 of x minus log base 4 of x minus 1 into y1. So again, I'm going to hit math and arrow up to log base and hit enter. Hit 4 and type in x. And then arrow out of that and put minus, and then hit math and arrow up again to log base and hit enter. And that's log base 4. And over here I got x minus 1. So that's the first one. I put that in the first one, and it says it's supposed to equal a half. So I can either put 1 divided by 2 in there, or you could have put 0.5, whatever you want. And then we're going to graph this thing. So I'm going to hit graph. Oops, I need to change my window to -10 to 10. So here comes my graph. There's my log. That's the log of x minus the log of 4 of x minus 1. And there's my graph of a half right there. So where those two lines intersect is my solution. So I can hit second, trace, and I want number 5 right there that says intersect. So I'm going to hit the number 5. And now if you look, there is no blinker there, and it says 0 and has nothing for y. So I've got to arrow this over to where it gets on my graph. And I hope you remember that this graph goes up forever, but the calculator lies. But I'm arrowing over so that these x values are getting bigger until I see the cursor. There's the cursor blinking on my blue. And the question is this one of the lines? That's what that means at the top. Is this thing one of the lines? And the answer is yes. So I hit enter, and then it jumped to the red one, and it says, is this the other line you want to intersect? And I'd say yes by hitting enter. And then I hit enter a third time. And if you look down here, x equals 2 is the answer, which is what we got doing it by hand. So your calculator can get you the whole answer itself without you having to do any work. So does anybody else have any questions? Anything else anybody wants to see? You guys need to try to get to class when class starts, about a minute before at least. Anybody else out there want to see anything? Any other problems from 3.1 through 3.4? Okay, again, tomorrow we're Zooming like normal. When we get back after Thanksgiving break, we're going to start having classes where I'm going to go over notes with you, but we're reviewing right now for this test tomorrow. So you're going to come here and you're going to get to ask me any questions you want about 3.1 through 3.4. And we're done. I'm going to give you the access code, and then you're going to have to use that access code to get into the actual test, to take the test. And that test has to be done by 11:59 tomorrow night. Does anybody have any further questions on anything? Okay, then I am going to call it a day. And if you guys have more questions, you're going to be able to ask them tomorrow before we take the test. Last go around. Anybody got anything else you want to ask before we quit? All right, then I will see you all tomorrow during 7th period. We will have the test tomorrow. Hope you have a great night and come with questions. Make sure you're ready for this test. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.